Hey, I'm Aaron.
And I'm Keith.
And we own Rockingham CrossFit.
So, here's new stuff. Make a new friend today. Alright? It's all about community and having fun together. That's what we're here to do. Good deal?
Yeah.
So I was in construction project management for about 15 years. I always said that I would never probably own my own business. I stepped away from my career full-time to do this full-time. Since then, have I doubted or second-guessed my ability of being an entrepreneur, or have I ever missed my old career?
I'm kind of in the opposite boat. I still have my full-time job. I'm a lineman for a local electric company. And when we first opened up, I was still in the Navy Reserves. Became, okay, one has to go. So I still needed my full-time job, but I wanted to do this more than I wanted the Navy. I wanted to put all my energy that I had into this. And so I retired from the Navy after 24 years. I go to work in the morning, I get out of work, and I come straight here. I'm here till 7, 8 o'clock at night. It's labor love, so I wouldn't change it for anything. I found CrossFit probably about 8 years ago. I was severely overweight. I wasn't doing very well health-wise. Tried going to regular gyms, trying to do it on my own, just couldn't do it. Came into a CrossFit ad for a local gym, and I went in and I loved what I saw and just kept on at it. Eventually, I met Aaron.
I found CrossFit about 7 years ago after a lifelong playing soccer and basketball, team sports, and then after college, fell in love with triathlon and found myself severely underweight. I fell into CrossFit because a handful of friends were encouraging me to do so. I, similar to Keith, found CrossFit, and the first workout, I said, I'm hooked for life. I actually knew right then and there that was exactly what I wanted to do for the rest of my life as well, career-wise.
I think it was something we had always kind of hinted around with each other. Like, hey, we should try and do this someday. And we saw good things and bad things from gyms that we had been at. And we kind of always talked about, what we would do if we owned a gym and how would we run things. And I came home from deployment here and said, you know what, I think I'm going to do this.
We're big in the community and always have been. The gym that we all started at, we are a small family, working with people and bettering themselves and creating the best versions of themselves in a community. There's nothing better than that. We decided to go into business together. First of all, we knew we were going to do that, I think, probably within the first couple of months of meeting each other. I think we're just a lot like brothers. When we started our partnership, we had an agreement that if for any reason it really ripped us apart, that we would dissolve it without hesitation, which wouldn't be fair to a larger community, but it was a commitment that we were willing to make. I just think that we complement each other really, really well. I've always looked up to Keith, mature leader, and shh, don't tell anyone. Sorry, that's on camera.
He said that.
Oh, but I trust Keith with my life, right? So I know that at the end of the day, no matter what, the honesty and integrity bone is true throughout his DNA.
No, I think it's because we work well together. We know each other so well, and like even though we complement each other, we have different ways of looking at things. We come to a compromise and an agreement, and we can do it in such a way where it doesn't become an argument. Right. And where I think a lot of people fail, we always try to work everything out, and I think it's been a formula that's worked for us.
Yeah. It's not that it hasn't had a couple hurdles and bumps
yeah.
like that, but the thing about it is the mutual respect aspect. And we won't let something that needs to be addressed go unaddressed. I think we both know this, that it's not about us, it's about everyone else in our community, and that's another thing. There's not an ego aspect to our business.
It's not coming from an ego or an anger situation. It's coming from, I want to make this place better kind of situation.
Yeah. I've never been so concerned down the road, big picture, long term, for something more than I have about like CrossFit, Rockingham CrossFit, and like what we are going to do forever.
No, I agree with that too, because even when I'm at my full-time job, I'm always thinking about, what I'm going to be doing later on, or it's always on my mind about how we can make this place better and what can we do better for our members. It's a constantly evolving thing, and we don't get complacent, or we don't allow each other to get complacent about it.
Freaking our community is the absolute best. We had a new prospect come in and ask, what was it about our gym that separates us from others? I think our programming is awesome. I think that our training methodologies are some of the best. I think our coaches are absolutely phenomenal. But I said the number one thing is the people in our community. And right when I said that, one of our members was walking by, and I actually asked him what his opinion was, why our gym is the absolute best and what separates us, and he said the exact same thing, our people. And since then, that person that I was talking to has validated that exact statement, because he's a member of our gym, and he did like say that in a Facebook post one day. So hands down, our community is the best.
I think one of the things I always say surprised me, but knowing our community, it really shouldn't surprise me, is the generosity that everyone shows through. Every time we've had a fundraiser, our community has come through like above and beyond what I could even imagine. It's hard to put into words how generous they are.
Seriously.
We'll go 1, 2, 3, go, and go, oh, and then we'll smash the things together.
Especially each other's
make
head.
them think. We'll make them.
Into each other, or how do we do that?
Smash together our own foreheads.
This is good.
That's it. That's it.